Hey, so I want to cover a topic today that I think is probably costing a lot of you money, and that's cancellation policies. I see it all the time that I understand you guys have a schedule that you want to book up, and if somebody's canceling, that's an opening in the schedule that you don't get paid for. But here's what I think is happening in a lot of cases. You have this strict cancellation policy. You train your employees that, yeah, if somebody cancels, that this is what we're going to do. You put it on your website, make sure that right on your request an appointment form or your contact page that you've got your cancellation policy. And people look at that and they go, oh, wow, these guys are pretty strict. And what you have to understand is that people's lives happen. Emergencies happen, things happen that people just can't get to your practice. And if you're so strict that when someone cancels because of some sort of an emergency or urgent situation, and you say, okay, well, fine, we're charging you anyway, you now have put a really bad taste in that patient's mouth, and it's very likely you're going to lose them. And if you have it on your website, a lot of people won't even book because they look at it and they go, you have a 48-hour cancellation policy or whatever it is. Often they look at that and they go, well, I can't predict. And if they're going to charge me for coming to the appointment, even if I can't make it, I've got kids, they're in daycare, they're often sick, I got to go pick them up, whatever it is, their brains are going, these people are not very empathetic people. And one of the things that I know is people don't make decisions on choosing your dental practice because of the wonderful services you provide. They just assume that pretty much everybody provides the same services, right? But what they do make a decision on is emotion. And if you put that negative emotion in their head before they even book an appointment, then that's likely costing you a lot of patience. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a cancellation policy, but make sure your employees know that there's a little bit of flexibility. If you have somebody that's a repeat offender, fine. By all means, you don't want those people in your practice anyway. They end up costing you money. But if you have a long-term patient who has something come up on the way to the practice or way to your practice and they've got an appointment, they got to cancel, by all means, show some empathy and say, hey, no problem. Shall we reschedule? It goes a long way to keeping patients happy and being that empathetic practice that they thought that they became a part of. So just be careful with cancellation policies. They do have a place, but please try not to be too strict on them because it is costing you a lot of money. So if you have any other questions about policies and things that you might want to implement in your practice, either direct message me or click on the link in my bio and get my contact information there. And I'd be happy to talk to you on the phone about how you should be setting up some of the policies for patients that will actually get you more patients and more production. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys soon.